So it's now Thursday, week 22, day 3. I'll be honest, I'm exhausted. I am literally exhausted. I slept well last night, but I didn't get enough sleep. I stopped video editing at 9 o'clock with the intention of going to bed at 10, and then at 10 I saw a couple of videos saying that YouTube was releasing a few updates. So I decided to watch the videos and see what those updates were. They ended up leaving me really annoyed because there's a load of updates coming to shorts, and I obviously don't do shorts because I find them addictive and I don't want to participate in that addictiveness, so to speak. There's a lot of AI features coming in, which I'm not looking forward to. I find AI so freaking lazy. So freaking lazy. The amount of people that take the time to learn how to edit their videos, how to sound balance, how to animate, how to 3D animate, 3D graphic, 3D print, all these other things. And then AI is just coming along, flooding everything with, here, I'll do it for you. It's like, you're literally stealing creative people's jobs. You're literally putting people out of businesses because of this stupid AI nonsense. Sorry, it's like, I know there are a lot of good parts of AI. There are a lot of good things of AI. From my perspective, from what I have seen, from what I have experienced, there are more negatives to AI than there currently is positives. And so seeing more and more AI features getting rolled out, which just makes editing lazier. I don't get it. I don't get why everything is going automated. Why are we losing the creativity? Why are we losing the skill? Why are we losing the time and effort that people are actually putting into these things? Why are we just making it lazier and lazier? There's gonna get to a point where there's no point in learning. There's gonna get to a point where there's no point in being creative. Anyway, I could go on a whole different tangent about that. There's a couple of good aspects coming, like the ability to tag your collaborators and things, and I think one of them was something to do with live, but again, I don't do live content yet as of this point. Most of the updates that are coming out I will not use ever. It's like AI video editing. Why would I use that? Why would I make my content look exactly the same as someone else's with the exact same framework, the exact same type of layout? It's just, no, that removes the uniqueness of the videos. It's like, I don't want that. Anyway, back onto the reason I actually came on today. Like I said, I'm exhausted. I've not had nearly enough sleep yesterday. Or last night, should I say. I've got a long day ahead of me. I've got 3 walks today, which I'm not looking forward to, but it is what it is. But I do have some good news. I say some good news. For me, it's good news. Or I think it's good news. I finally found a female calisthenics creator in her 40s. Finally! It's like, I have been searching for years, literally for years, to find female calisthenics creators on YouTube that do long form for content, because I prefer long form content. I prefer to sit there and watch a video over reeling through shorts and not remembering anything I don't watch, or not remembering anything I watched. And finally I have found a female calisthenics content creator that does long form content, and I looked through her channel and she's actually been going on YouTube for about 5 years. She actually started in pole dancing, or doing pole dancing videos, which is crazy because I used to do pole dancing videos. I used to do a lot of pole dancing. Didn't vlog about it as much, but I did used to do it, and so I'm surprised that her content didn't get recommended to me back then. But finally, one of her videos came up in my suggested, or on my home feed, whatever it's called, and I just saw a woman doing calisthenics. I was like, finally, let's give this one a go. And it turns out she is a mum, which I am going to be this time next year. She's in her 40s, she's in her mid-40s. She is strong AF. This is exactly what I've been looking for. This is exactly what I've been looking for, is this kind of content. I have been looking for this kind of inspirational person for so long, because this is the kind of people I need to see. This is the kind of people in my position need to see, is people our age doing these things, is showing that it can be done. You can be a busy mum and you can be like in your 40s and still be able to learn calisthenics and do calisthenics and train calisthenics. This is what we need to see. This is what people like me and people who want to do this kind of thing need to see, because there is not enough representation on the platform, on any platform. And it drives me crackers, because if I try and search calisthenics female or female calisthenics, everything is shorts. Everything is shorts. And I try go on the channels and the channels are just shorts channels. I'm like, well, this is no good for me because I don't watch shorts. I hate shorts. I despise shorts. I don't want anything to do with shorts. So to finally find a creator that actually does calisthenics long form content is so exciting for me, because this is what I aspire to be. This is the kind of content I want to make. I want to make calisthenics content for women that are in their 40s, or fitness content for women that are in their 30s and 40s and 50s and beyond. I am starting this journey in my mid-30s. I am starting the mum journey in my late 30s, and this is what I want to become. This is what I want to achieve, is this level of skill, to prove that even if you start in your mid-30s, even if you start in your 40s, you can still do it. Oh, I was so happy. I was so freaking happy when this person's content finally got recommended to me. It's like, why is it taking YouTube this long to work out that this is what I want to watch? The algorithm's messed up right now. Can I just say, getting my shoes on has become a real effort, a genuine effort. I'm only halfway. The reason it's become such an effort is because just bending over, I can make space for the belly, but when you're bending over to try and tie your shoelaces, the compression of your lungs makes you feel like you're doing the ultimate grunge workout. It really does. I just can't catch my breath in this position at all. You literally can't breathe. You bend over to tie your shoelaces, you literally cannot breathe. It's so hard to breathe when you're that bent over. One thing I am actually trying to do, I don't know if that's actually going to make much of a difference, is try and actually vlog a bit better. One thing I have noticed I'm doing a lot of in my videos recently, especially in this last year, is just sit and chat and sit and chat and sit and chat, and I'm not actually doing anything in the videos other than talking, which gets very boring even for me. So one thing I am actually trying to do more of is vlog my actual day, or things that I'm doing through the day, or even do the chats in different places again like I used to. Possibly even consider starting doing the chat, or if there are any times where I'm doing doing the chatty over the top of my actual exercise and telling you guys what's happened through my day while I'm exercising. I don't know, because I have enjoyed videos like that in the past. Whether or not that'd be any good. I'm so done with today already. Also, I have to have this belt so high now. So this is my treat pouch that I use for the dogs, and as well as my dog bags and stuff like that. And I have to have it above my belly bump, my pregnancy bump. And then there's my dog walking belt, which is the same, that has to go pretty high now. Because again, I have to protect baby. I don't want the belt pulling on the bump itself, because I don't want to put that kind of compression on Minion. See what I mean about this coat does not go around me anymore. It just... Oh dear. Right, come on, I need to go to work. Go. Some of you may or may not have noticed that I'm not wearing my usual barefoot shoes today. I'm wearing standard walking boots, and believe me when I say this isn't by choice. Unfortunately, because of my current financial situation and how much money I lost over summer due to the heat waves, I physically could not afford to replace my barefoot walking shoes. So I had to just get any old random pair that I could afford from the shop. And believe me when I say I hate them. These are actually the ones I got last year. I think earlier this year. These are actually the ones I got at the start of this year when my main Vivo barefoot started getting holes in and started breaking apart. And to be fair, those Vivos have lasted me over 2 years. They've done really, really well considering I did not take good care of them. They would probably be in much better condition if I had. But because I use them every single day without fail, and I walk 10 to 20,000 steps in them every single day without fail, they do get worn and torn. And when you're not cleaning them and looking after them and giving them the necessary Renopur that came with them, which I should have been doing and I didn't, unfortunately they do start to crack and break. And that's exactly what happened to mine. The leather started cracking and breaking, and that happens with all leather when you don't take care of it. And I am gutted. I do really badly want another pair of barefoot shoes or barefoot walking shoes. I just can't afford them right now, and it's killing me. It really is, because these shoes, there is such a big difference in them compared to barefoot shoes. They're big, they're heavy, they're clunky, which makes it very difficult to walk with sometimes. On top of that, in the 2 years that I had my Vivo barefoot walking boots, not once did I twist my ankle. They were absolutely brilliant. I could feel the floor, I could feel how the floor changed and moved and adjusted, and my feet would just bend to the branches and the stones and the bricks to make do. With these great big clunky cloghoppers, don't get me wrong, they're protecting my feet from the ground, without a doubt, but I can't feel anything. And I've already nearly twisted my ankles 3 times. I've only been wearing them for 3 days, and already I'm struggling. I've always nearly twisted my ankle nearly every single day. I walk on very uneven ground. Because the shoe doesn't bend and mold to the ground with your foot, it just falls and twists and sideways and forces your ankle to stretch and bend in excessive ways. It's just annoying. It's so annoying. I can't wait to get another pair of barefoot shoes, but it's going to be a while. Probably not going to be till after baby now. Good girl. And down. And please. Are we happy now? Got the paddle we wanted. Are you ready? Let's go. Come on. Right, that is me done for the day. I just need to drop, where have you gone? There he is. Little Hamish off at home, and then I can head home myself. There you go, that's my attempt at being more vloggy today. Please let me know if you actually prefer this sort of vlog type content, or whether or not you preferred it, whether or not when I was just chatty and did exercise bits in between. So noisy. And you're just as noisy. Yeah, let me know which you prefer. Do you prefer the chatty with the exercise, or do you prefer this vloggy style with the exercise? Granted, I'm not doing any exercise today. Right, I need to get food because I am starving and I am hungry. I need to go back out again at 6 o'clock. I'm so tired. I am so freaking tired. You okay? Want a scritch? Oof, hi Quaff. Got to love having parrots. They got on so well. Don't you start. You two are as bad as each other. Wait, don't stop. No. I'm about to get bitten. Don't get parrots. Don't get parrots. This is not worth the stress. Yes, that's stress. They're such grumpy girls. Hey, bud. It's playtime. Hi, Kylo. Hi, first part. All the fuss is for Mr. Kylo. Yes. Little Kylo. Right, it's time to make myself some tea.
Really want to know about these boys.
You can join them. We're up to week 22, day 4. So I'm not going to do a more vloggy style today like I did yesterday, because that took a lot of time and a lot of effort, and I don't have as much to do today, so it'll be a little bit boring. Or at least in my opinion, it'll be a bit boring. But not only that, I do need to go see my granddad today, and I can't really film in hospital. Or say can't really, I'm not allowed to film at the hospital. They are very strict about that. So I wouldn't be able to actually have as much to vlog. However, this morning I do need to go see my friend's cats and give them their breakfast. I have a dog walk that I need to go to. I've got a second dog walk, then I'm going to go see my granddad, and then we're going to come home. And I'd not got anything on tonight at all. I was meant to be going BSL choir last night, and I didn't end up going BSL choir last night because one of my friends had a very emotional night, let's put it that way. I won't go into too much detail, but she really needed some friend support last night, so I ended up staying home and giving her the support that she needed and doing a bit of video editing. Whereas today I don't actually have anything on this evening, so I actually have time to exercise. And that is if little Lynn lets me. I say that because at the moment they are very, very wriggly. They are literally wriggling as we speak. It's still not greatly obvious, but it's getting a little bit more obvious every single day when they're moving around. And at the moment, I'm still only really feeling the movement towards my hips, so towards my right hip and towards my left hip because of where my placenta's lying. But they are getting more noticeable. They're getting a lot more noticeable, which is nice because it gives me a bit more reassurance that they're still okay. It gives me a lot more reassurance they're okay compared to when I couldn't feel them at all and I was just completely in the blank. Hi. It just kicked me right in the groin. Other than that, pregnancy is so far today going well. It's actually been okay for the last couple of days. I'm still battling nausea. It's still not easing up. I say nausea when the heartburn kicks in and the acid reflux starts coming up. That is when the desire to actually vomit starts hitting. And it's really annoying because the only way to really stop that acid reflux is to eat or snack on something, because the baby is basically pushing my stomach up and my stomach is technically really squished right now. And then the relaxing hormone that it gives you is what makes the valve weaker, which causes it to go up and into heartburn or into acid reflux. But I don't have a lot of stuff in at the moment that I can snack on. We've not been to the farm shop in a few weeks, so we've got no fruit and only frozen veg in at the moment, which does not help. And I'll be honest, I've not been putting nearly enough veg in my food these last few days because of that. It's really weird. It's nice at the moment because baby is lying very far forward right now. It's like, I don't know if you can see it. Push you guys back a little bit, so it's like you can't really see right now. I suppose you can sort of see there. Stand up. It's like, I don't know if it's the pants, but I still don't really have a huge bump. I still have a relatively small bump. Baby's staying really far back in my pelvis, but I definitely have a bump. I can feel them under there, underneath all the flab, but it's a lot smaller compared to a lot of other women at this stage. So I don't know whether or not that's my abdominal muscles or whether or not that's just how baby's sitting. They're just sitting further back into my pelvis because of how my body's designed. Like at the front, you can tell a little bit more at the front because I don't have my usual defining lines that I have, and I'm a lot wider in the hips and the waist. Baby is still quite a small bump in comparison to other women, but I also don't know whether or not that's because my chest is just ginormous and that could be counteracting the actual size of bump. But to put my clothes on normally, I don't look any different to what I was pre-pregnancy. I look chunky, I look fat, but I don't actually look like I'm pregnant, or at least in my opinion, I don't look like I'm pregnant. I just look like I've got a big belly. And again, I don't know if that's because I've just got bigger boobs, so it just balances me out more or what, but it does make me laugh that I can feel I've got a baby bump. I'm at the point now where I can actually rest my hands on my baby bump and it feels really comfy. But at the same time, my chest is so big. My chest is so freaking big that it balances it out in a way that you can't really tell whether or not I'm pregnant or just fat. And I've been getting a lot of funny looks recently. Anytime I go to the hospital, I've been getting quite a few funny looks, and I can't decide why people are giving me funny looks. I don't know whether or not that's because at the moment I've got quite a thin head and then just a ginormous body and then little legs. And so they're sort of trying to work out, as like, is she fat? Is she pregnant? What's going on? Or whether or not that it's because of the chest, and the chest is just so big. People are just like, what the heck is that? Like, they can't be natural, but they are. They are 100% natural, I can assure you. I can't remember if I've mentioned this earlier in the video, but I did do a bit of research into the chest thing unintentionally. And it turns out I might have it's either macromastia or gigantomastia, something like that. But it's basically a condition that they believe to be genetic, where your chest just goes through this massive growth spurt anytime you have certain hormones flushing through your body. Primarily through puberty and through pregnancy. When I first started puberty, I went from obviously flat-chested to a D cup, which was already considered extremely big for a teenager. And then during college, when a second bout of hormones hit, or second puberty, I suppose you can call it, I don't know, they went from a D cup to a double G cup. At one point when I gained a lot of weight, they went up from a G to a J. And then when I lost some of that weight because I actually started getting into fitness and exercise and I got out of the abusive relationship, they went back down to a double GH and sort of stayed around there. And then now that I'm pregnant, they've just gone boom again. So there is a possibility I could have this gigantomastia, but I'd have to get it checked, and I don't know how you'd actually get diagnosed or checked or looked into for that. So I don't even know whether to bother with it. At this point, I think it's kind of obvious that I've probably got it. I don't know, but we'll see. It might be something that I discuss with my midwife and see if she knows anything about it, because with it being, there's a giant patch of mud on the floor there. Where'd that come from? Sorry, distracted. My midwife might know something about it. She might not. It might be something I have to discuss with my GP. But again, I'm not really fussed about it. It's like, I now know that it's a thing. And I know that that thing might be a possibility for me. If it is, there's nothing I can do about it. It's genetic. It's just a thing I have. And not to go into too much detail, but my whole female family line on my mother's side, with the exception of one or two family members, all have rather large chests. It's like a genetic thing for us to just be big chested. So it could be gigantomastia and it's just been inherited down the family. Anyway, I'm not going to go into too much detail about it because I don't know for certain. I just know that I only have a handful of dog walks today and a couple of cat visits. I am very much looking forward to getting home and doing some exercise today. For now, I'm actually just going to watch some YouTube videos. I was watching the person I mentioned the other day, the calisthenics channel. I can't remember what they're called. Diana Teaser or something like that. I'll put her tag somewhere around here. But at the moment, I'm just trying to trudge through my watch later because I've got my watch later down from 500 videos to 80 videos. I really went through it and had to think about what I genuinely want to watch. So I do have quite a few videos to actually get through. It's just a case of getting through them. Right, I'm going to eat my breakfast and then get going to work because I need to head off early today. And I will see you guys when I get home and we get to do some exercises. This is my favourite dog, Amber. Why is she my favourite dog? Because she is so easy to play games with. You get a leaf, you throw the leaf, and she catches the leaf. You destroy the leaf. You get a leaf, you throw the leaf, and she catches the leaf. There you go. There you go. I know, you like the bigger ones really, but not really many big ones around here. Go. Let's try this one. Go. He's like, nope, not interested. You want tent play? You're doing double team. Double team. One on the outside, one on the inside. Cheating. Cheating. Give. So it's Friday night and I'm knackered. I'm so tired. Don't know whether or not it's been the heat today or what. I have no energy. My energy completely tanked out at about 2 o'clock. It has been hot the last couple of days and really humid, so I don't know whether or not that is a factor. I've been struggling since about 2, and to be fair, I was actually struggling on my dog walks. On my first dog walk, I was strolling at such a slow pace and I was sweating, like sweating. It was effort to do that walk. Second walk was a bit easier because I got to have a stop and a sit down for some of it, but it was still very difficult. Jason's coming downstairs with his noise in the background.
Cats, stop doing that.
Did you try and kill him? Jace, could you turn that down for just a few minutes, please? Thank you. Sorry, I'm just doing the video update. Why are you holding your breath? You don't have to hold your breath. Anyway, like I was saying, I tried. After my walks, I contacted my granddad just to check if he needed a new newspaper, and he did, so I got him a newspaper and went to go see him. I also went to get petrol. I got myself some sushi from Tesco while I was in that direction, but by this point I was done. I was falling asleep in my car. Thankfully not while driving. I managed to stay conscious enough to actually physically drive, but I could feel my energy getting lower and lower and lower to the point where I desperately wanted my bed. More than anything. Got to my granddad in hospital, sat down and had a chat with him, and my dad turned up, had a chat with my dad, and obviously thankfully because I was visiting my granddad in hospital, I sat down, which allowed me to regain a tiny bit of energy. Then went to the shop and got some shopping, and then as soon as I sat back in my car, my energy was gone again, and I literally just sat there with my head resting up against the back of the car, just trying desperately not to get over drowsy and fall asleep. And I got home, taking my shoes off was such an effort. Walking up the stairs just to feed my girls and put them to bed was so much effort. And then I finally got downstairs, I fed the cat, and I was just boiling the kettle and I remembered I forgot to go feed my friend's cats. I was meant to do it before I came home. So after shopping, but before I came home. And I completely forgot. I went past her house, forgot to stop and actually feed the cats. I got my shoes back on, went to feed the cats, and then finally got home at about 7:30. And I practically fell through the door. I literally just walked in, I just leant back against the wall, I was done. My energy was gone. My energy was zero existence. Just gone. I literally put my food on to tea, gone upstairs and got a shower just to feel a bit more refreshed. I'm shattered. I'm so exhausted. I genuinely feel like I've done a half marathon today, or I've done like 3 hours worth of high intensity exercise, because I'm exhausted. I genuinely feel like I've done a 6-hour hike. I'm just shattered. I am so tired. I am so worn out. I made a very difficult decision. I really, really badly wanted to do my exercise tonight, but I've decided to hold it off. I'm going to enjoy my tea. I am going to get an early night. I am going to go to bed early, read my book, try and get my head down early, get up early in the morning, or get up whenever I get up in the morning. I just need sleep. Go see my friend's cats one last time, because she comes back tomorrow night from her weekend away, or her couple of dates away. If I manage to get them done in time, hopefully go park run and at least walk park run, so I've done something that day, and then get home, probably get my girls down, do some training with my girls, and then do some exercise tomorrow. That's the plan. That's the plan for tomorrow. For now, I'm gonna eat my tea, maybe watch some YouTube or do some gaming and just rest. I just need rest right now.